Have you ever wondered why you have never been able to skill move like a pro on FC24? Don't worry. Today I am going to teach you exactly what I have taught over thousands of students in this scene to show you exactly what you need to be able to skill move like a pro. First up, I require your attention, and I want your full attention on these examples on the screen. Why? Because it is important. First up, before we learn the mechanical part, it is important to know that when we are on the pitch, we have to remember this. The simpler we play, the better we will play. Skill moves are a tool, okay? We are going to use them as a tool. They are not supposed to be flashy, they are not supposed to be explosive. In most cases, we will use the simple skill moves like a ball roll, like a step over, like a reverse elastico, like a elastico, la croqueta, and so on and so forth. Why? Because these are simple skill moves. They open up spaces. Why do we do the skill move in the first place? It is important to know. It is very important to know because it allows us to decide which skill move we are going to use in which situation. And now I know this is where most of you guys struggle, not knowing when to perform which skill. You think, okay, now I have to perform a step over, and by the time your thinking is over, what happens? Well, you're done for. Just knowing that skill moves are a tool and we are going to use them to find the space, exploit the space. The simpler the skill moves, the more success we will have on the pitch. Nothing flashy, nothing flamboyant. It is all about beating that defender sometimes or finding the space for the pass or a shot. So the first skill move we are going to learn today is the easiest skill move which has been a staple in the game, and it will be a staple even in FC25, I can assure you that. And it is the ball roll. How do you perform the ball roll? Pretty simple. You hold the right stick either towards right or left of your player, alright? And now why is it a staple? Because we will combine the ball roll with every skill that we're going to do in this game. And you will see how it opens up spaces. Alright, the ball roll is crucial. The next skill move we are going to learn is the body feint as well as the step overs. Now we talk a lot about the step over speed boost on this channel. We have been doing so since FIFA 22 Endgame, okay? Why? Because it is a great skill move. It is the best skill move in order to burst past defenders. We know this. It works at the pro level, it works in your rivals games, it works in Foot Champions. It is a staple skill move. But body feints are something most players neglect, and against good players you have to use the body feint. Now how do you perform a body feint? You simply have to change the direction of your left stick, okay? So if you have to do a step over straight, guys, you will point the left stick in front of your player, alright? So if he is facing straight, you will point the left stick towards 3 p.m. like this. So he will do a step over straight. Now, if I were to do a body feint, then I have to choose my direction, either left or right. Alright, so like this, I'll go down or up depending on where I want to go. Now, body feints are really good, like I showed you in the example. When the opponent expects you to do a straight step over, you simply change the direction and go in another direction. It works very well. There is another variation that is really good, and that is the reverse step over. I have seen it so much recently at the pro level. It is great. Most of the opponents, when you go straight, they expect you to go like this, okay? When you do this animation, they expect you to go forwards, you go backwards, you can simply surprise them and do a recycle. When an opponent does this, even I get confused. Why? Because we are so used to of expecting the straight step overs. Remember, it is all about programming the muscle memory. Now, when you come here, I want you to perform these body feints repeatedly until they are fixated in your muscle memory. See here, we did the body feint. He expected us to go straight. We went down. An opponent with lack of composure will always fall for this. Alright, guys, it is very important to know about these body feints. Next up, again, we are going to use a ball roll in combination with a step over speed boost. Remember how I said we are going to combine the ball roll, okay, with other skill moves, and it is best combined with a step over straight speed boost. Like I always say, it is about finding the space and exploiting the space. The fundamentals never change, okay? So we have to make every decision from this understanding. So where is the space? It is over here. How can I quickly shift the ball towards this space and then exploit it? Obviously, the ball roll allows us to quickly shift the ball either right or left, okay? Once we shift it towards the red arrow, what is the next skill move that we can use? We know the best speed boost in this game is a step over straight speed boost. So this is what we do. Ball roll down, step over speed boost, alright? And we are through on goal. The opponent does end up getting a red card. The next and the most overpowered way of scoring the goals in this game is from the recycle. What is the recycle? The recycle is pulling the ball back from the wings into the midfield, straight into the strikers, and then finishing the opponent off either with a left stick dribble or a skill move. So when we are on the wings, the best way to actually go for the recycle is to shift the ball with the ball roll. So we do exactly that. We do a ball roll inside, it gives us an angle. Now we are quickly going to pass the ball. Because of how this game works, we know the recycle is almost always going to work after a ball roll. You can even do it without the ball roll, but the ball roll allows us to set up the attack in a way where we can do it at a high pace. Tempo is key. The higher the tempo, the better our attack will be and the more hard it will be for the opponent to defend it. Ball roll, back, pass, inside, C. Now we have to finish off the attack. How can we do it? Again, we have to analyze where the space is. Left or right? The space is downwards and the opponent is approaching us head on. So we can take advantage of this. Because we have been repeating these patterns since FIFA 21, FIFA 20, the list goes on. It is fixated in our muscle memory. This is why I say repetition is key, but correct repetition is the key, not wrong repetition. If you repeat the wrong things, obviously you will end up doing the wrong things. If you repeat the right things, you will end up doing the right things. All right. So see, we stop with an L1. So we do an L1 stop. That means we touch the L1 without touching any other buttons and we come to a standstill. Afterwards, we perform a reverse elastico and score up this goal. See it in full time. All right. Now we will talk about when and how to use the reverse elastico. It is my favorite 5-star skill move. The reverse elastico is a great skill move. However, I feel it is best used when you are standing still. Why? Because when you come to a standstill, the opponent most of the times tries to push you. He sees that as an opportunity to get the ball away from you. So we are baiting him to come close. When he comes close, we can finish him off with a reverse elastico or even an elastico. Now, if the space is towards the inside, we are going to perform the reverse elastico. If it is towards the outside, we're going to perform the elastico, because the elastico exit is towards the outside of our player and the reverse elastico exits towards the inside of our player. All right. So how do you perform the elastico? It is pretty simple. All right. If you're standing straight, you will go from 3 to 9 in a clockwise direction. See, we are facing straight. We want to do a reverse elastico. We are going to go from 12. All right. This is 12 to 6 in an anti-clockwise direction. 12 to 6 in an anti-clockwise direction. If we were facing the other way around, we would go from, see, this is 3 to 9 in a clockwise direction. All right. Now with the elastico, it is the exact opposite. We'll go from 9 to 12. We'll see, if we are facing this way, and this is 9 o'clock, we'll go from 9 to 3 in a clockwise direction. If we are facing this direction, we'll go from 3 to 9 in a clockwise direction. Look at this attack. We have the space. We use the step over in combination with the ball roll scoop turn. This is really good as well. This skill move is underutilized this year, but it is great to use on the wings. Again, guys, the combination of skill moves is very important. Every skill move we do, it is best used in combination. Like I said, ball roll is best used in combination with a step over. All right, the step over is of course used in combination with a ball roll, and we can also use a step over in combination with the ball roll scoop turn. How do you do that? You perform a step over, then you slow down. When you see a player coming close, you do a ball roll, step over, like you saw in the gameplay example. How do you combine that? See, when you're running down on the wings like this, the opponent starts to come close most of the times because you're sprinting and not having a ball contact. They want to approach you and get the ball back from you. So at that moment, you go with a ball roll and scoop turn. How do you perform a ball roll scoop turn? First, you have to perform a ball roll and then a scoop turn. Obviously, you know how to perform a ball roll. It is done by holding the right stick either towards right or left of your player. All right. Now, in order to perform the scoop turn, if we are facing straight, we are going to perform a fake shot. That would be square and X or circle and X. Sane people do it with square and X. Then you will move the left stick from 9 to 12 if we are facing this way. See, and he will do a scoop turn. So just do a ball roll and then perform a scoop turn, and your player will do a ball roll scoop. Even a fake pass scoop is a great skill move inside the box to use. We have the McGiddy cancel as well that we will talk in another video. Honorable mention is the McGiddy spin cancel, which we will talk about in another video because it is a skill cancel, not a skill move. Again, here on the wings, we are going to use the ball roll because ball roll allows us to quickly change directions. See, we do the start in for the recycle. Like I said, recycle is the best way to score goals. Now we have La Croqueta pass, La Croqueta shot. This is a La Croqueta pass. It is very well used on the wings, okay? Now, how do you perform it? First, you have to perform a La Croqueta. How do you perform a La Croqueta? It's pretty simple. You do a ball roll while holding L1 with the 4-star skill player like this. Either so right stick towards right or left, and then just a La Croqueta. Hold L1 while doing so. Now if you cancel it with the pass, so you are going to perform a La Croqueta, and then while the animation is being performed, you are going to press X to cancel that animation and pass the ball. Pretty simple, alright? We used to do this in FIFA 21. It still works. It's still very good. Obviously, we have the La Croqueta shot. You need a lot of space on the wings in order to perform that like this. Then you perform a La Croqueta upwards. While performing the La Croqueta, you just press circle. Okay, so if you want to pass, you're going to press X while the animation is being performed. If you want to take a shot, you're going to press the circle button while the animation is being performed. It is good on the wings when your opponent is cutting the pass and he expects you to cut the ball back with the pass. You can surprise them and do a La Croqueta shot. So it would look something like this. I know you guys in the comments would be like, okay, why are you not talking about this new skill move, double lane exit, whatever it is called? And we know the skill moves that are added towards the end of the game are usually really good in the next iteration of the game as well. Guys, I know it's a good skill move. It's pretty new. It's good to change directions. It is very versatile. You can perform it very easily. Hold L2 with the 4-star skill player, then move the right stick towards right or left of your player, and he will do this skill move. It is not a bad skill move. It is still very good. We will explore it more and talk about it in another video. The simpler your attack, the better you will play. The simpler skill moves you do, the more space you will get. Once you repeat the right things and reprogram your mind with the correct things, your game will go to the next level. Now I want you to check this video out here to talk more